Well, I will be talking a little bit before we officially start, because I am, of course, going to be testing the audio, and hopefully, this time, when we move on to the main screen, I will not be crackly. And there's like this huge lag between me and YouTube. So I'm just sitting here in front of YouTube waiting to hear myself talk. Alright, the music is going. I don't hear myself crackling. The real test. The real test is going to be when we move on to the main screen. Screen. Oh my god. Oh, great start. Wonderful start. Fantastic. Also, for some reason, the little webcam where I usually am, some reason, I know the goddamn reason, is the goddamn Streamlabs update. For some reason, it was lagging. I took off the buffering, so now it's working at the same speed as the main camera. I mean, they're both the same camera, so there's no reason why one would lag more than the other on the same screen. Oh, I actually said it correctly this time. And then it decided to put a random image background behind me. So as far as I know, that is fixed too. Voyons. So yeah, that weird thing going on with my voice that we just heard, that's my throat. So we're fine for that. Okay. We're trying. Let's go to the main screen. See what happens. Now I'm going to immediately talk, and then I will listen on YouTube see if I am still crackling. If not, I will explain. It would like assume that I fixed the issue, and I will explain what was the issue. Unless you already can notice something's missing at the bottom of the screen. And I'm going to keep talking until it switches on YouTube. Let's go to the main screen. See what happens. Now I'm going to immediately talk. Yes! And then I will listen on YouTube, see if I'm still crackling. If not, I will explain. It would like assume that I fixed the issue. My hair is flat. I just washed it and I just brush it and I don't style it. Super. Super. We're good to go. So I'm going to shut down you. Well, for me, the stream should still be going on you guys' end. Just to be extra sure, I'm gonna go look on Twitch and on Picarto if it is going, and after that, we're actually going to be doing some actual talking. That's a lot of actuality. Whoa, sorry about that. There's always an auto live thing going on. There's a little less delay on Twitch, I find. And now let's look at the other one. My grandpa would be so proud that I'm going on stream wearing his old bathrobe. Oh, well then. So, I'm looking on Picarto right now, and the first live in my face is literally labeled hentai. And yeah, that's what's happening right now. But not on my channel. Oh, I am not good enough for that yet. Hey Shiro, I'm headed out for a party train soon. You're not crackling. Yes! Officially! Vindication! So, basically, for those just joining in, I found the issue with the crackling. It was stream avatars again. I'm just going to enable the chat timers and post the rules real quick, and then we're going to continue, and there, yeah! What a f***ing surprise! So, after Streamlabs updated, it started crackling because recently, before Streamlabs updated, Stream Avatars had updated, but like that was a while ago. That's why I didn't think about it. Because remember when I said that I had to resize the window for Stream Avatars because it didn't support Retina display anymore, and of course my Mac has a Retina display. Only the best for my art. Yeah. So there's something going on with the latest Streamlabs update that it does not like Stream Avatars. Again, last time it was a display issue, this time it's an audio issue. So if I have Stream Avatars on when I'm trying to stream, it fucks up with my microphone. And that part, I do not know why. I did contact Streamlabs. Now they know about it, but I should definitely contact Stream Avatars about their app. The enshittification of Stream Avatars, I should say, really. Of course, Streamlabs is not completely innocent in this either. Because of the weird shit happening with the little camera. Twice now. Like, I literally had to shut down the entire thing and turn it back on. Just so it would stop trying to, like, give me a background of a random image instead of the transparent one that it should be. To say that I am annoyed. And considering I'm on a roll of giving you guys stories about the abusive ex, I am very annoyed. I can barely hear my music. You guys should barely hear it too. I'm gonna try to bring it up. Like, I got it on, it was on 20, I got it on 25. You guys tell me if it's too loud. Because I would like to hear it too. And also, as I tried to mention last 2 streams, it's a playlist that I found. I lost the name. I hope I find it again so I can credit them properly. Now, this is also music that is supposed to be YouTube safe. And it's just that I am also very annoyed with Pretzel right now. Because the music that I use from them is also supposed to be YouTube safe, and every 3 streams I get a copyright notice, and because then I have to tell them that I am, like, what the fuck am I paying a license for if you guys are gonna get on my ass regardless? And the software that you're supposed to provide... Oh, look at that. Yeah, I got a grab tap page now. Like, desperately going for for that income, you know? Yeah, that bot's supposed to be there. It's new. That passive income, you know? Because the active income is not doing much right now. So yeah, speaking of, art news! Because we're not here just to hear me complain, though the complaining is a big part of the stream, as well as ignoring eye contact. If it's your first time here, my name is Shiro. I'm a comic artist. What I usually do on these streams is I talk a little bit about what happened artistically in the past week. Usually to myself, because I love myself and you should too. And then we move on and I draw the weekly webcomic Bootleg Cookie, and that is when my voice is not crackling. But I'd rather when my voice is crackling from my own throat than from a technical issue, because my own throat, I can frickin' fix it. One good gargle and it's gone, you know? So I didn't really draw. Well, I didn't really draw. I did a lot of coloring. I finished my my thing that I was working on. My submission to Mad Cave Studios. I will know if they like my stuff in October. So I depend on my ADHD to completely forget about it until I get an email. And I'm also currently working on No Rest from the Wicked. That you guys already knew. There's like 4 pages out now. And 4 more in the Patreon. Like and subscribe. And I received my copies of the All Cherry Anthology Volume 3, The Book of Decay. I'm in here. No, literally, I am in here. So this is variant A. This is a variant B for the covers. They're the same book. It's just the cover that is different. And it's an anthology of short stories done by Canadian artists and writers. As far as I know. There could be an American in here, I don't know. We're mostly Canadian. I know there's Peyton in here, and Peyton is like an absolute ray of sunshine in the Discord group. She's adorable, she's precious. She's like so happy to be there. I'm not making fun of her. I am genuinely like advertising how nice and sweet of a person she is. So here's the first page of my story, Withering Heights. drawn and colored by me. And I was like, oh, okay, I got this concept for the coloring. And they were like, yes, do it. And I'm like, yay! So what I wanted to do, a heavily textured, colored pencil look. I don't know if my camera will be friendly. But of course, if you want to see it up close, I have 4 copies. 2 of the Book of Decay version and 2 of the Dance of Death version on my Ko-fi shop, so very unofficial, of course, if you want a copy. Now we're gonna talk about something a little bit more serious. I just mentioned that it's mostly, if not all, Canadian artists. I'm pretty sure it's all Canadian artists, though, and writers in the book. Meaning I am Canadian. Meaning at the time of recording this live stream, I sadly had to shut down all shipping to the US for obvious reasons. Obvious reasons. So sadly, if you are in the US right now, you can't get anything physical from my shop. I apologize. I still have international shipping up, but if you choose international shipping and I see that you're American, for everybody's safety, I will have to cancel your order and keep your money. No, I'm not. I will reimburse you. So yeah, I will make an announcement about that. For digital stuff, that's still possible. Right now I got like one slot. Hey, that's a word you want to be really careful pronouncing. I have one slot in my commissions left open. I will not recharge them in September until I am done with the commissions that are already in the queue. And it's taking some time because, of course, the Mad Cave submission, No Rest from the Wicked, and I am also finally rendering the pages for Oryx 6. I am up to page 15. I think there's like, what, 35 pages in that comic? But I'm trying for like 5 pages a day, and I've got like 2 days per week to work on that, because the other days I gotta work on other stuff, including, of course, No Rest from the Wicked. Also, from what I'm seeing here, today is the last day. Yeah, I got a lot of news. Today is the last day for my TeePublic/Dashery store sale. So, of course, if you're on TeePublic or Dashery, so very unofficial. I am so very unofficial every frickin' where. So I'm really not that hard to find. TeePublic, Dashery, they can ship locally, so if you're in America and you want merch, if you want my merch, that's really your only realistic options, because they can ship domestically. And I don't want to hear anybody, you're making it political. I'm not making it political. Politics are making it political, okay? I am trying to work with what's happening right now. And it's not easy for anybody. Once I had eyebrows. Now they are blonde and shy. Also, thank you to supporters. We're now 26. Oh, I actually pointed right at the right thing. We're now 26% funded on the Tom Studio all-purpose nib. If I could hide my big ass head. There we go. Also, do you like my new intro screen? Here's the thing though, with the way the playlist is set, the music will like restart from the beginning every time I change screen, because I also have a Be Right Back screen. And a new bookend screen, all matching. It was really just some basic recoloring and moving one or two elements around on templates on Canva, so it's not like I'm suddenly this wonderful magical overlay genie. Then again, this one that you're looking at right now, this one I made completely from scratch. So I'm just a part-time genie. Oh, there's my mouse. Alright. Also, my fan is behaving perfectly normal today. So, stream avatars could have been one reason for that. I also changed some settings and stuff like that in Streamlabs. For the audio and stuff like that. Will I ever learn to draw good chairs? Never. I would like to. I'm gonna lower that so we actually have room for text. Of course, since I had to take down stream avatars again, I don't know when I'll actually be able to turn it on again. You guys remember last time I had to turn it off? And it took like 6 months. Oops. I forgot to change the font. It's pas grave, we're gonna fix that. Like, maybe I'm a prude, but like, don't tell that to my family. Okay, but if he would have made fun of my typing, though, he would be right. How do you spell embarrassing? 1 R or 2 R's? Two R's. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Of course, I have to specify that these stories about the abuse effects, that was like 20 years ago. Well, a little less than 20 years, or I would have been 12 when I dated him, and that would have been terrible. But not far from 20 years. 15 years? I don't really feel like doing the math. I'm wearing fishnets today. Coco, please, my heart. It can't take so much fabulousness in one go. Please, they may be children in the chat. It's not supposed to. I'm supposed to have everything set to 18 and up because I know I cuss a lot, but still. No, worse. Not children. They may be people from Visa and MasterCard in chat. This is supposed to be a party train, after all. Party. I encourage it. What I discourage? Pseudo-Christians from Visa and MasterCard. Tell everyone who awesome I looked yesterday knew. You saw the picture. How was people. Let me just go get the picture. I'm not gonna show the picture, but I am going to describe the picture. Alright, so this queen dressed in black and lace and purple and a corset-like top with the corset bits over here instead of in the middle because she is way too much majesty for just one corset thingy, okay? Like mid-length sleeves and fingerless gloves, which I assume could be laced too. Look, I'm 42, okay? 27-inch across screen is not enough for these old eyes anymore. and like this speckled cane of awesomeness, and the butterfly knee socks, and the beautifully dyed hair. Like, she matches everywhere, and she looks absolutely regal, okay? Beautiful. Everything matches. Everything goes. One of her arms is covered with a rainbow of glitter. And the first thing I told her was like, oh, that's going to be hell to take off. But hey, rainbow and glitter, two of my favorite things! Okay, while I'm going to write myself a note to see if I can't space out that ad a little bit more. I don't mind ads in my chat because I'm the one that put them there. But I want to see if I can space it out a little bit more. Because I don't want it to spam and then be accused of spam. But yeah, my bestie, beautiful. Y'all missing out is what I'm saying. I got my picture taken for the fashion show at Pride. As you frickin' should, queen. I love doing this hand. Like this specific hand. I feel I've been doing it a lot lately in Bootleg Cookie. I got a super nice compliment yesterday that somebody had read the entire archive of Bootleg Cookie and that they loved it. So, yay! Well, they said it on a Bootleg Cookie strip, so I assumed they meant the archive of Bootleg Cookie and not the archive of Smack. Also, somebody asked why, on an older comic, why I drew boobs like I just did right here. Those are the angry boobs. You know when you tell somebody to calm their tits? Those are uncalm tits, okay? Also, there's been some, like, you can tell that even with the spotlight on my face, it's kind of dark in my room today. We're having on and off summer showers with thunderstorms. So, I am hoping we're not gonna have incidents, if you know what I mean. Because I couldn't remember the words for power outage. This is one of those stories where I imagine people stopping me and like telling me that I'm exaggerating. No. No. I'd like to. But no. Because at least when I'm exaggerating, that means that the event did happen the way I depicted it. But, no. That is what happened. Long sigh. I'm just gonna put a random keychain there. Because obviously the problem is not the keychain. Of course I have people telling me, why did you date this guy? He was not like that when we started. And that's something that a lot of people like don't get with abusive relationships. They don't start like that. Because then of course you have incels, yeah, you always pick the bad guy that abused you. They don't start with abusing us, because if they started by asking us to date them and then slap us across the face, we're not going with that guy. We're calling the cops. It's a long con. It's gradual. So gradual you're not supposed to notice it. And then you excuse it. I was lucky because this guy was really bad at it. That's my point. But that's why it's important to talk about it. Also, I don't know if this is relevant, but the guy had like 4 brothers and 1 stepsister. What a loser that guy. Oh boy, was he ever. And it's bad enough admitting that I dated this guy, you know? Well, it's like I said, it's gradual. And like, I knew what an abusive relationship was because that's what happened to my mom with my biological dad. But like my mom, when it got like very obvious, I stood my ground. That's probably why he never tried to hit me. But then again, you guys have no concept about how skinny that guy was. If he would have hit me, even back then when I was like super skinny technically, he would have broken his hand. That's how skinny he was. I'll be leaving in about 15 minutes, but I'll be sure to get lots of pictures for you. Yes, please! Why should you be blamed? Abusers hide themselves at first, then the mask gradually slips. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Like he was the, like on my birthday, when we celebrated with him around, it started okay, but then he started to try to make it about himself, and he started sulking like in front of everybody, curled up again on the couch, like trying to get the attention, and I was like, I don't care, it's my birthday. Oh, hi, Jeremy. Oh, you want to dance? All right. I mean, calling Jeremy by his real name because Jeremy was not a douche. And then after that, when the party was over and we were at this place, he started hugging me and telling me, I thought I was going to lose you. And I'm like, what? And that's when he started subtly with the don't talk to guys without me and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I'm going to talk to all the guys. I'm going to find guys to talk to. You are not starting to, like, I'm 17/18 in this relationship, okay? And I was already like, oh no, you're not starting that. You're not starting that. I'm already antisocial and you want me to be even less social? You want to isolate me? But once again, I am 17/18. I am even stupider than I am now. So I stay, I just don't do what he says. I don't know if he was thinking that when he told me that I was gonna say, oh, I'm so sorry, I won't talk with that guy anymore. Oh, hell no, I'm gonna find topics. I'm gonna write down a list of stuff to talk with this guy. Because I was like, first is the one guy, then the other guy, then all the guys, then my girlfriends, then all the girls. Then my parents. I mean, no. Nine. Yet. No. Wanted a Spanish? No. And that's another thing. I'm just not the jealous type. Like, I was so not jealous that when we went to Matan for a school thing, and they dumped me alone at the place where we were sleeping to go out in clubs and stuff like that. The teachers too, like I was literally alone. I went to the bathroom, I came back, everybody was gone. The next day, when they came back, the girls of the group tried to make me believe that he went to a strip club. And he was like, no, I didn't go. And I'm like, I so don't care. He went to a strip club, so... The man's 18. Can do what he wants with his money. But, like, the girls would not relent. Like, they were following me around. We were in a museum, and they were following me around. He went to a strip club. He went to a strip club. I went to a billiards club. We went to a strip club. And I keep telling them, really clear, guys, I have ADHD. I am neurodivergent. I will be direct with you. I do not care. Not a single fuck was given. But they so wanted me to give a fuck. It's not the same day as when we went to see that exposition where the comic is called Red Wall Remastered, depending where you read it. But it's the same group, so those two girls that were fawning over a painting that was just the color red with a slight gradient in it, they're the same girls that were trying to get me to get in a fight with him over a strip club. But I didn't care. So after a while, because I was like really tired of them following me around. And keep in mind, like, I'm young here, okay? 16, 17. Not 17, 18 yet, but like 16, 17. I entered college at 16, and then I immediately turned 17 because calendar stuff with my birthday. Anyway. And these people are 19, 20. And they're the ones being childish and catty, while my dumbass does not care about stripping. And I'm like, alright, if I pretend I get mad at him, will you leave me alone about the strip club? Because I kept telling them I don't care. But he went to a strip club. I don't care. You went to a strip club. It's not that I don't believe you. It's that I don't care. So if I pretend I'm mad, will you guys leave me alone? So I just went up to him and I said, so, did your billiards game have nice balls? Now, in French, balls, the boule, is a euphemism for tits compared to a euphemism for nuts. And now you know, that's your French lesson of the day. And he was like, I really went to a billiards club. I did not go to a strip club. And I said, I know, and I don't care if you did. They won't leave me alone until I talk to you about it. That's still true. I really don't care if my partner goes to a strip club. Hi, Coco and Shiro. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Paul. I'm not crackling anymore. Isn't that wonderful? Now all I'm doing is complaining, but that part's normal. You just came in as I was telling about the time the girls in my college class really wanted me to get in a fight with the abusive ex about him going to a strip club. He kept denying it, so I don't know if he did go or didn't go. All I know is that I didn't care. But boy, those girls cared so much. Like, if you guys are so uppity about him going to a strip club, you guys get mad at him. As the year went, I had plenty more reasons to be mad at him. Especially the attempt isolationism. Like, sir, I am already an expert. I know what's going on. Bonus point for always asking, what did I do? Every time he would pull a stunt like this. Like, sir, are you not aware of yourself? Have you no self-awareness? And before I hear, well, maybe he was neurodivergent too and he didn't know what he was doing. No, he was really, well, he didn't know what he was doing in one way because he was really bad at gaslighting. Like always asking, what did I do after doing something horrendous? Like, for example, when his phone wasn't working and he threw it across the room, like right next to me. And then he had the face to ask, "What did I do?" "Well, you almost caused a concussion, but..." And I am far from saying that I had the confidence then that I have now. It's just that, oh my god, I wasn't gonna put up with that shit, you know? And I put up with it for a year. But it's like he was trying to be abusive, and I was ignoring his attempts. That's what was happening. Like I said earlier, don't talk to that guy. Oh, I will. I will write an essay to read out to that guy. Because here's a fun thing about me. I react very negatively to peer pressure. And abuse is a form of peer pressure. Like, let's say mom needs me to do something. She asks me to do it. And I do it because that's that peer pressure. She just asks me to do something. It's when you start demanding. Oh, I am not here for it. Like, literally, I can feel the anger coming up in my stomach. The more uncomfortable I am at the pressure, the angrier I get. Just some random food. Go figure what we had that day. I always draw random food. Been a while since I had peas. I should open a can. Problem is, I'm alone, so I can only eat so much of the same thing in a week. Well, that's not true. I've had the same breakfast for like 10 years now. I'm starving in the morning. Throat is starting to get a little scratchy. I had tea this morning. Should have had another one. You guys can probably hear my fan going, so I'm a little hot, so I want something a little cold. So here's the thing, I keep mentioning that, like, I keep casually mentioning he's dead now. Here's the thing with this guy. He had a weak heart. He had a souffle card, I'm not sure what to call that in English. Since he was born. So, the tantrumy attitude can be somewhat explained through it. Because he was sick, his parents spoiled him, basically. Because they never knew when he was going to be gone. But that made a very, very demanding adult, like late teenager, early adult. I don't know, I would like to assume that he was better around the time he died, because he died at 31. He had complication from a surgery. Like I am hoping for him and his partner at the time that he became a better person. I don't know, and I'm not gonna ask his family, because I don't care. Like, I'm hoping, but I'm not gonna look up the lore, you know? And to people that say, respect the dead, I say, don't be an asshole when you're alive. Also, friendly reminder, like and subscribe, and I have 4 copies of the All Cherry Anthology Book of Decay, Volume 3. 2 copies with the variant cover of The Dance of Death, and 2 copies of the variant cover of Book of Decay. I have a story in the anthology. It's available at my Ko-fi shop, so very unofficial, of course. And if you're American, I hope for you that there's going to be a digital version soon, at the time of recording this live stream. Because of reasons. Also, I recently started replaying Fractured Butthole. It reminded me that it was a good game, but I still preferred the gameplay of the Stick of Truth. And the fun. It was more South Parky. I know why. They changed a lot of the elements to make it more superhero-ish. But it's not like Stick of Truth was all that fantasy-ish. It was fantasy-ish, feeling like in Koopa Keep and in the Forest of the Elves, which were Cartman and Kyle's backyards. But it's also like the game itself is like much more polished, and like they were in a gentrification storyline at the time that that game came out. So everything is like extra polished. There's PC principle that's there. Like I am completely checked out of the current status of South Park. Like I'm completely checked out of the current status of most adult animation sitcoms. Like, if anything, the only thing I'm planning to watch, and I don't do that a lot because I like to listen while I draw or work or stuff like that, is new panty and stocking and garter belt. I watched the first season like 10-15 years ago. I don't remember how long it was. So yeah, I do want to watch season 2. And it's sunny again. The weather is like very on and off today. And so is my line art. And not gonna lie, I am looking forward to finishing rendering Oryx 6. Like, this is the goal right now. Finish Oryx 6. Finish rendering, because it's not gonna be quite finished yet. Because when I'm done, then there still needs to be the lettering. But thankfully, because all the flats are already done, all I have to do is the rendering. And that's how I managed to do 5 pages in one day this week. So, here's hoping I try to do 10 pages this week. 5 one day, 5 the other. Because usually what happens with my schedule is that Monday and Tuesday, sometimes it goes over to Wednesday, I work on Smack. It will be awesome to see the new Oryx book. Yes, it will. Because I'm seeing what they look like before they're lettered, but after they're rendered, they look great, okay? They look gorgeous. I am doing a fantastic job with them. And then, like Monday and Thursday, and sometimes on Wednesday, I work on Smack. And then the other 2 days, Thursdays and Fridays, the other 2 days, I work on Oryx. Wednesdays is usually other art. And the weekly painting challenge. I did not post a picture yet, but I will show you now that we have a stream that doesn't crackle my voice. Here is the sketchbook where I do all the paintings, and if we open it at GoGo, we are now officially in the middle of the sketchbook. Half of the sketchbook is completely filled with art. And now we have this end to fill up. I should put the little thingy back on. So if you're not on Patreon, I ran a poll on Patreon to know which game I should be painting portraits of next. I only put 2 choices to make it easy for Patreon supporters. They voted. Oh my god, they voted! So you guys will find out on Wednesday which game I will be painting portraits of. Let's put it like this, it was very unanimous. So if you want to see previews of Smack pages, polls, Patreon exclusive polls, if you want to make decisions for me, early access to Smack page and the works in progress, early access to a casual read of the Bootleg cookies. And subscribe to my Patreon. Like and subscribe! I offer a free trial, but it would be appreciated. Like, the smallest tier is $1. All tiers have the same rewards, so I'm really going for a quantity thing. Like, if I had 50 supporters on the $1 tier, that would already be a big help. Like, the reason I am able to provide early access to Smack is because I have permission from Gabe. And a lot of everything else that I do is with a writer. And of course, like 99% of the writers don't want early access to their stuff. You know, that's a clause I should put in my contract. Like, asking permission, am I allowed to post early access and work in progress to my Patreon? And they just have to say yes or no. Yes, I do. No, I don't. It's that simple. But then you guys get more exclusive content. C'est pas beautiful, ça? We are soon... Well, starting tomorrow, I believe. Yeah. We are soon going to enter September. I am soon going to turn even more impossible than I already am. Because it is my birth month. But it is also the month where the Kickstarter for Litterbox Comics is supposed to start sending out their rewards. And I still remember that, and I am looking forward to that because if you guys remember, I had won an illustration contest the day I put up, and the organizer told me that he was going to send me my prize, plural, around the same time. So I've been waiting all year. Since December, I believe. And I've been a good MB. As good as I can be. For those of you that know my personality, that's the bar is low. literally yesterday and today, I got some porn spammers trying to rizz me up. And in both cases, I replied with a gif or Art the Clown going like this. That shuts them up real quick. I love that. Like, there's one, I'm pretty sure it was an actual person or a really well-programmed bot. That hit me up, used my first name and everything on Twitter. And of course, with people I don't know, I ask them, how can I help them? And she's, and pronouns are like very generous because it's very likely it was just a very well-written bot. Immediately after using my name, asked me what city I'm from. And I'm bitch, that's none of your business. So I reply, what do you want? But of course, in the meantime, I went to her account and saw that she was obviously, you know, for the streets. And she was like, Teehee, I'm just curious, so where you're from? And she sends me a selfie. Now, go figure who this woman really is. But she sends me a selfie. And it's her head and two other heads in her shirt. But at least she was wearing a shirt. So in my head, I'm like, so you're asking the same question, but hoping that my answer will change because now tits. And I'm thinking it's gotta work with actual people, not with children of the forest like me. So of course she sends a selfie. I gotta send one now, so of course I sent Art the Clown going. And she stopped asking questions. Mystery. Then I had another one, and that one I'm gonna go look. I'm pretty sure I didn't delete the message because honestly it was creepy. Like, why would you word it like that? Oh, in French. Okay, so she sends me, je t'envoie mon corps en DM si tu rejoins mon canal en bio. I'm going to send you my body in DM. So of course I replied again with Art the Clown, because I'm sure he'd be happy to get a body. Like, ew! Ew! Why are you saying it like that? Ew! No! So very no! Why are you using those words in that order? Please, no. I have to assume you guys can actually hear the music. Because I can't... I can barely somewhat hear it at all on my end. But it's playing at roughly the same volume as I'm talking. So if the music is like over me, tell me. But, I mean, Paul is still there, so I'm pretty sure he would have told me by now. Because I would like to have some music for when I'm quiet. I can hear the music, it's at a good volume. Alright. Good enough for me. And we save and we sip. It's maybe a bit quiet. Alright, I'm gonna try putting it a little higher. I got it on the 0.3 now. I can hear it a bit better. I just don't want to do the same thing as when we first started with the new music, where you guys simply couldn't hear me, but at all. And then you could, and that was crackly as hell. But we're supposed to have fixed the crackly part by now, so... That's better. So yeah, the everything nib that I have as a current goal is from Tom's Studio. I'm just gonna do a little extra pause right now because I remember that the previous goal was for the Copic collectibles, and I'll be honest, that was a payout because apparently eBay is not recognized in Canada or something, and I forgot. So I literally ordered the collectibles like yesterday. They'll show up by the end of the month if all goes well. I was like, this is taking some time. Wait a minute! That was a payout! So they're a-coming. So if I'm not mistaken, the nib that I have currently in as a current goal, as the current throne goal, is from Tom's Studio. And Tom's Studio, they have this pen. I believe it's usually mostly called a Lumos. And it's a pen that you're supposed to be able to refill with like most inks, as long as they're very liquidy, forever. You can change the nibs. Long story short, you don't throw out the pen. It's not a disposable pen, but it's not only a fountain pen either. It's not quite a fountain pen because it has like a cottony core that you're supposed to be able to refill constantly and then rinse out and refill and rinse out and And of course I do want one. And if you go on my Throne account, so very unofficial, what are the odds? I actually added a Lumos model, a duo, so I could have like two different nibs, and if I'm not mistaken, two different cores. Because it's two pens you can screw together, if I'm not mistaken. If not, it's like one pen but still two cores because the cores are attached to the nibs. And so, of course, if anybody's interested, Tom's Studio, TOMSSTUDIO, and I believe he's in the Europes. Now the thing with the nib is that it's supposed to be like very versatile, and the way it's shaped, it's kind of like hollow, so it should hold a lot more ink, so there should be a lot more dipping. So of course I want to try it out. Because it's nice to say that it does this and it does that, but does it draw well? And the creator can say it draws well as much as he wants. We all have different ways of holding pens and working with them and stuff like that. And I want to know if it can handle my rough handling. The G-Pen can. The G-Pen, like the Japanese regular G-Pen nib. Oh, it loves me. It handles me like a charm. I can't say that I handle it like a charm because I don't handle anything like a charm. I'm very rough. But the G-Pen loves me. So of course, if I have a chance to have a nib with less dipping, that'd be nice. But I need to try it out first. And I'm not an influencer, so it's not like I can try and go up to companies and go, hey, send me shit for free. Actually, the rare times when they do send me shit for free, I am like so thankful, so thankful. And then I immediately donated it. Because last time a company sent me shit for free home, my goodness. Oh, that is way too much for one little artist. Reminder while I'm on this part, this is a grown-ass man. Yeah. Also, yeah, I am aware that I don't wear as much fun colors as I do now. Because I'm really trying to distinguish depressed Shiro from from regular Shiro. Hang on, guys. Battery trying to come out. There we go. And here's the thing. It's new batteries in there. Sometimes I just draw so fast that my my tab mate can't keep up and it just crashes. I'm gonna use a an orangey color for the couch because, well, that's the color the couch was. Probably gonna make the cushions like a cream. Like, this is late 90s, early 2000 leftover couch. I know it's leftover because it used to belong to us before we gave it to my aunt for her apartment. I should say more like secondhand. I'm not going to draw any flowers on it because it had like these huge 70s flowers. Gonna color the potatoes, and we're gonna color the steak. It looks more like liver, but I don't care. I don't care. And that's it. No more real words. 'Cause I'm going to get copyrighted. For someone who keeps saying they don't care, I care a lot. You know, I should check the state of my copy of Agent Orange. Because it's been a while, and I've been owing you guys an update on that, but I've been keeping it like squeezed between two huge books in my bookcase, because when it arrived the cover was curled, and it's a hardcover, so that kind of pissed me off. It was curved like my dad's legs. So I'm hoping that after a couple months in the bookcase it returned to its original rigidity, because I did say that once I got my own copy, because there was a little mix-up, I was going to post an update, and I didn't because I wanted to fix the book first. But I wanted to show you guys my the actual dedication signed to me with my name. So I should do that eventually. I need to check on the health of the book. let's get the monologue back. One more sip and then we're going to put the washi tape background and then we're going to be done. There's still some ice in there. David's tea, really good. Well, I mean, the tumbler's David's tea. Inside it's a cherry Kool-Aid. I had a David's tea this morning. David's tea is good shit. Not sponsored, but I just really like David's tea. So school is starting up again. I wish I could do something about that. Not stopping school from happening, I mean if I could think of activities for you guys. Like for example, if you guys want to join me on the color challenge of the month, like technically I'm in charge of my own challenge now, so like I give hints in my newsletter what the colors are going to be, but like once the colors are out in the open, if you guys want to participate, I can give you the hex code and social media posts and stuff like that. But then in exchange, you have to show me what you do with those colors. I would love to, and I would like to feature them. Since solo colors don't do that anymore. Bonus points if it's fan art, but you don't have to. Thanks for a great show, Shiro. Your comic looks great. Thanks, Paul. Like I said, extra points for fan art, but like you don't have to do fan art. Like the rules would be the same as when Olo markers used to do it. use those colors. Only use, if you want, you can use black and white. They had introduced a new rule recently before they stopped the project, where you could use normal skin colors. No, not me. You stick with what you have. Yeah, if that sounds like a fun activity. I would do it. Yeah, I believe we're good for today, so I'm just going to take my time because now the list for the it's animated and it loops. So extra special caramel drizzled, rainbow sprinkled, chocolate syrup thanks to Amber B, Paul K, Miss Innovis, Sir E Other, Bad at Multiplayers, Blah 6, Laura S, Matthew H, and newcomer Corb Z, and part-time supporters Super Dude at 808 and Rocket Mouse. Yay! Woo! First try! And I didn't have a lot of time. Those are the supporters, and the part-time booties are part-time supporters. So thank you so much for your support, and thank you for watching. Hope you guys have fun watching me draw this. A lot of fun drawing it, and I'll see you guys next week, because of course, I have been talking about trying to share the color challenge again. And there's going to be a color challenge live stream Saturday at 1 PM Eastern Time. And then, of course, the usual Bootleg Cookie live stream on next Sunday at 1 PM Eastern Time. That's my time, not your time. Maybe your time. I don't know you. I don't know your life. Hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. I had fun drawing it, and I'll see you guys next week, Saturday and Sunday. I love you all, and bye-bye.